Hey guys, Trent here with the Rogue Outdoorsman channel. Thanks for tuning in to this week's video. If you're new here and you enjoy this video, you can give it a thumbs up and you can click on the subscribe icon over here in the corner. Enjoy the footage and we'll see you guys later. All right guys, I'm here with Wes, Rise and Shed, super famous YouTuber out here with me today.
Okay.
We're gonna hit some country. It's Friday afternoon, it's 2 o'clock, so we only got about 4.5 hours or so to find some sheds today. Wes already found a road shed right behind us. So we're hoping to turn up some browns, and then we got all day Saturday, all day Sunday. So stick with us guys. Hopefully we're finding some sheds and we got some quality content coming your way. Well, just sitting here glassing. Wes is kind of up the ridge behind me. I just glassed up a left side 6-point right below that pine tree. It's the furthest pine tree over, kind of got this pine patch. There's a pine tree, that's the last one. There's a 6-point left side right down there. I don't...
Just like that, because from where I was originally, couldn't see it. I moved over about 10 steps, and boom, right there, I can see it so plain as day now.
But that's what we're talking about, so you can glass the whole side and not see anything. Just like Wes was saying, you move 10 feet over or 10 yards over and then boom, you got a shed spotted. So I've got one shed. I did glass a ragger back over that way. I don't think I'm gonna go pick that one up. It looked busted, but that one for sure is complete and it's a 6-point. I'm gonna stay here and keep glassing. If there's one, there's usually more. And we'll see what we can turn up. I'm just starting to bomb down to go pick up these sheds over here. And we got a shed right there. I don't think it's very big. I think it's a raghorn, but let me make my way down. I'll turn this back on. All right, just making my way down a little bit better. Something goofy going on with this bull. Whoa. Oh, maybe not. Actually, might be the match of that 5-point I found in here last weekend. I'll bet that's what it is. I'll have to look at my footage from last weekend, but I'll bet that's the match. That's cool. So I got 1, 2, possibly 3 up there. It's about 3:30, been glassing for a little while. Hopefully I turn 1 or 2 more up. But he's not super old. He's probably 2 years old, maybe. Just a little 5-point. But hopefully Wes turns something up. Looks like I'm gonna end up picking up a few today. All right, just walking up on the first one I glassed. I'm gonna try to walk this log up. It's definitely not brown. First lighting I had, for some reason, I thought it looked brown. Hopefully it's just a hard white. And it's busted. Dang it. And it's a few years old. Pretty decent bull, actually. I bet it's 3 years old. Busted back end. The way it was sitting, I'm probably seeing those little branch things sticking up. It looked like a 6-point. But that's my second shed. Hopefully we can match this one up. Well, I think this thing's completely busted off. Only the G1's there with the base. But still counts as a shed, I guess. That's my 3rd pickup. I'm hoping we find some browns here shortly. Well, still side healing. This looks like a shed. Might just be a stick. Definitely some fresh sign. Look at all that. Old little raghorn, I think. Just kind of buried in there. old one. Little 5-point. But that's my fourth one. I did glass up another rag on the ridge to my left, but I didn't go get it. I'm hoping to find something a little bit better than these. Well, I'm just making it back to the road where the truck's parked. Not exactly what we're looking for. There's the man down there. Looks like he found one good shed. I sure thought we'd find some better quality and some browns. Kind of surprises me. It's got a hell of a beam on there.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I was just sitting down there glassing.
Right on. And I sure thought we'd find a brown or two or three.
I'm good. I got what I came here for.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Day 2, our first full day out here hiking. Here with the man himself again, Wes, Rise and Shed. We're gonna head up some new country. We moved a little further to the east. I've kind of been close to here before. We should be picking up some elk and possibly some deer sheds. So plan is to gain some elevation, hopefully do some glassing. We got a long day, 10 hours of hiking, and hopefully we're both got a pack full coming back. So stay tuned, you guys. Well, we've been hiking about 2.5 hours. I finally have a deer shed out in front of me. It looks like a 4-point muley. I just caught a set of boot tracks behind me about 200 yards, so I kind of dived off. Well, that's the first shed of the day. I've been surprised it's been super slow. That thing's old and chalky too. That's crazy. Well, first one of the day. I said I wanted to find 8. I got a lot of work to do to find 7 more. So stay tuned. Oh, just still hiking the same drainage. It's been about 10 minutes. Just kind of came around this log. And I got my second chalky deer shed of the day. Oh yeah, that thing's super old. Barely hanging on. Ancient. Well, it's the second one. Things are starting to pick up. I think I'm finally in the zone. Even though they're old, there's got to be some other stuff in here. Stay tuned. Well, it's definitely not what we're looking for. We didn't hike in here for a bunch of chalky old little mule deer sheds. I do have my first elk shed though, glassed up out in front of me. It's probably at least a half mile or more, so I'm kind of making my way down to it. So that's my third shed, and I do have my fourth one glassed, and I might pick up something on the way to it. All right, just finally walking up on the shed that I glassed up. It is super slick. Been tripping over everything. It's crazy that these bulls are in here side hilling. I can't even barely walk through here. Looks like an old chalky 5. That was my first elk shed of the day. I think I got another one glassed up on the ridge above me. That thing is old. Man, that's not what we're in here for. And there's fresh sign right there too. There should be some brown somewhere in here. Well, let's get on the pack. I need to loop around this ridge to my left, and there might be a ridge up over there, or a shed up over there. Well, I just picked up my first elk shed, and I see some tines right through here. Looks like a 6-point. Nice. Nice. I needed that. Looks like a hard white 6. Heck yeah. About freaking time. Hopefully I can match that thing up. That's a good sized bull. Let's get him picked up for you guys. Oh, here's my best shed of the trip so far. It might even be 2 years old. It's actually not as heavy as it looks. It's got some decent color still on this side, but I bet it's 2 years old. But not a bad bull. Weighs about, I don't know, 7 pounds. Let's see if we can find the other side. Lucky hat coming in clutch today. That's my 5th shed, and hopefully I find a few more today. Well, it's been 20 minutes or so since I found that big 6-point. Here's an old chalky 1, 2. Does he have a 3rd? Not really. Kind of just a goofy 5-point. But that's a good sign. That means no one's been on this ridge in a long time, and I found that other shed just right down the ridge. I'm hoping I turn up a pocket. Wes just found a brown 6-point, so I'm freaking stoked for that. So hopefully I can turn up some more sheds in here. Well, here was the other one that I thought might be a shed. It might just be a busted back end or something. Yep. I knew it looked weird. I couldn't see all the tines and stuff on it. I just didn't think it was a shed. It's actually the second busted elk piece I found today, but I didn't keep the other one. Man, it has been a while since I found a shed. It's getting frustrating because there's freaking sign everywhere. And it's not this kind of sign. We got a mule deer shed. I just can't believe I'm not picking up more elk sheds. Ooh. What do we got going on the bottom over there? Kind of a cool buck. That's cool. It's got some good mass and has that little hook cheater coming off the beam there. Well, let me get him picked up for you guys. It's the best thing I picked up in a while. He's old, he's been there a while. That's a cool buck. Super wide beam. Busted his eye guard off. Just weak on the G2, G3. Great beam, actually. That's a cool one. Maybe we can turn something else up in here. I don't know if it's a match. I don't think it is. But that's my 8th shed of the day. Just barely found that other mule deer shed. What's crazy? I mean, there is a lot of deer sign, but there's way more elk sign. It just doesn't make any sense unless somebody came in through here, picked up all the elk, and just missed all the deer. I just can't figure it out. But that's a nice shed. Let's get it picked up for you. That's actually a really big shed. No eye guard. Definitely, obviously not the match because the G2, G3 is great. Good beam, good G4. No eye guard. It's got that same wide genetics though, good beam. Even this one's a couple of years old, but that's a stud. Maybe I'll loop around in here, see if we can't match one of these bucks up. All right, I guess it's gonna be a deer day. This is my first brown deer shed of the year. And of course it's small. But it's brown. Lots of deer in here, I guess. I know that's a freaking elk rub. More than likely. A lot of elk rubs in here. There's another one right there. A lot of sign, I just can't figure out where they're at. Nice and brown. Just a little 3-point. But that is number 9 on the day, so I hit my goal. I still think I'm gonna find a few down here. I just picked up that brown deer. That looks like another deer shed, but it could just be a stick. Oh, it's a deer shed. It's a super old one. Got a couple of cheaters coming off. It might be the match to that other buck. It is. It's the match to that other buck. Well, unless it's an earlier year off of him or something. That's pretty cool. Just weird genetics. Double eye guard. No G2, no G3, and just some extra cheaters coming off down here. No one's been through here in a long time. Oh, my pack's right there. Just picked up that old shed. And I'm not quite sure what this is. Just a goofy bull, I guess. Just a weird raghorn. Well, finally found a pocket. It's not what I want. Still a bunch of chalk, except for that brown, but we might be turning some more stuff up in here shortly. Not really sure. I think that's an old deadhead down there. So I see part of the base and another part of a skull down there. Let's get down there and see what he used to be. I think just a small little bull. Probably a raghorn. Been down here forever. Long time, super old and chalky. It's too bad, he's just gonna stay. He's too old. Something tiny. A little coos deer. Little tiny guy. Oh, still hiking this bottom. I don't know if this is an old coos deer shed or what. Or not a shed. That's an old shed. No one's been through here in a long time. That's a muley, old mule deer shed. Just a 2-point, or it's an old 4-point. Either busted off or all chewed off. But I think I'll pick it up and bring it with me. I was just making it back to camp. I think we're gonna move spots. Doesn't look like Wes made it back yet. But he's got his Camas Cutter Summit. I've got my Fortress over there. That's where we slept last night. But I might get something to eat. I got a headache. I think I need some caffeine. Thanks for watching this week's video, guys. If you're new here and haven't subscribed, you can click this icon right here and be subscribed to the channel. If you missed our previous 2 weeks videos, you can get caught up by clicking on these links over here in the corners. Give this video a thumbs up. We'll catch you guys on the next video.